This car right here could be yours. You're gonna see the final product with the new color. It came out really, really well. If you wanna get entered to win this car and support the channel so we can do it bigger and better even next time, we're gonna share the experience of me calling someone the first week of April to let them know that they won this car, and then them coming out to Phoenix to pick it up, etc. If you like that idea, head over to the link in the description, karmaspeed.com. Get entered to win this Mazdaspeed3. We appreciate you being here. Let's get back in the episode. Later on in the night, got the first bumper done. It's looking great. Just picture this car right now, all pearl white. This thing's gonna look brand new. I'm gonna go ahead and hook up my light back to where it was. Got this thing all apart. Dents are removed. We got the dent removed there. 2 dents in this area. Those are both gone. Car's looking good. The biggest thing with wrapping your car yourself is the prep. And make sure you watch enough YouTube videos beforehand. But let me show you. This tool right here, I'm gonna leave an Amazon link in the description to some tools that are very affordable. You take a tool like this, stick it in your microfiber, and you have a hard edge. Then you come to your car and you have the windshield and you have the roof. And then there's a rubber seal. You're gonna wedge in between the rubber seal and the roof line. Maybe you can see how much dirt there is. That's like the 3rd, 4th pass I've made on this. It's disgusting. But making sure if the surface is clean in between and then you tuck that vinyl in there, it'll stick great. You won't have any problems. And then you obviously get in the crack here. I'm gonna bring the vinyl down to the middle of this little valley where that trim piece goes. Randall's been very eager to learn how to do this, so we're gonna do the roof together. Then we're gonna move on to the hood, and then we'll go ahead and do the doors. And then we're gonna put him on the passenger side fender. See how he can handle some curves. From there, we'll work together and do the rear quarter. It's all one piece that goes all the way down to here. Cutting a piece off that big, it's not hard, but it's something to help save a lot of vinyl. I had to learn from someone else. Are you ready for this?
Ready.
Master wrapper coming up soon.
Yes, sir.
You got enough overlay?
Yeah, we have that right there.
Tuck this underneath, lift it up high. Keep it tense. Right now I'm gonna tack it in the middle. Okay, that's good. So I'm picking my spot in the middle. I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna work this way or work back. Let's work forward and then come back to the back. That was almost a ripple. So when something like that happens, just start putting some pressure on it. If you get nervous, do your finger first. Or do what I just did. Do all this air right here. Because I didn't press down hard enough. We've got the roof glassed out. We're about to cut. Randall, what are your thoughts so far?
It's a little challenging. It's kind of sketchy when you're just kind of going across and all of a sudden a big bubble forms, but you'll have those.
All right, so for this cutting, the easiest line is gonna be this one, remember? Because we have that huge piece hidden. I would cut it maybe like halfway down the middle of this.
Yeah.
And then I'll get you started over here. This is kind of tight right here. So if you were to go right down the middle, it's gonna pull it towards the car. So if you had, let's just say 50% of this to lay down, since it's tight, it's gonna suck up to like 30%. So go like 60, 70% down the middle, you know, towards this side. It might help you to put one of these fingers out like that, like some of these guys do. They put a finger out to guide them and you put it on this top panel. So this is a very important spot because when you look at the car, you see the windshield and you kind of look above it, and if this line doesn't look good, it's kind of obvious. So this is a little bit of a nerve-wracking part. There's a little seal and I'm sticking my tool in between. I'm pulling that seal back because we left ourselves enough vinyl to tuck it behind. I'm working my way into the middle of the windshield. Kind of tough seal that doesn't want to move because it's old and dry rotted. I tuck it as much as we can. So we just got the roof done. It's looking pretty good for two amateurs. Well, one amateur and one guy who's learning. I do need to trim a line on the back. I'll get to that at the end because it's not wanting to stick because the clear coat's so faded right here. But everywhere else should be good once we put all the trim back. Next up is the hood. Pull it off, we'll both hold the ends of it, and then we'll pull down and we'll leave it relaxed. Do a nice tack in the center, and then we'll attack it one side at a time. And then work our way down, because you can get those lines in this spot. Good on that side? You got plenty?
Yep.
All day?
Yep.
Just let it chill here for a sec. So I want you to work off of that line. You know, make sure you don't trap air and try and get this whole side. And get to this line, then make sure you have no air here. Then you're gonna transition down this next body line. And then you get to here and then transition down that one. You know, keep it relaxed so it makes it easier when you get to here.
Okay.
Favorite part is wrapping the door handles. So I'm gonna push this air out this hole right here that I haven't cut out yet, or it's gonna go out that way itself. I'll trap some air right there, so next time I need to think ahead, I'm gonna pop that with the needle. Perfect. So it's getting real tight. Then I can do this more. That's satisfying. The material is hot. Really easy to push hard with your finger. Well, when it's so malleable, it'll rip. So you gotta be like careful, you know? Question is, how do you remove this molding, Randall?
So, you wanna have the window down so you can get your hand in here and make your life a lot easier. And this one's kinda loose. You just kinda pop it up right there. Don't worry about these clips, they break.
Are they reusable?
Not really. You just have to put some double-sided tape on it.
That was the end of it. Now you can go all the way up here with the vinyl and make sure you have a good line. And that, my friends, is not how you do this, but we got it. Alright, well, let's just leave it. We'll leave it like this. I'll work my way down.
Right here.
Is it? It's already getting there?
Yeah.
Okay. What? If you guys don't know what you're doing, like us, when you get into this situation, you can use heat, which isn't ideal, but when you don't know what you're doing, something's gotta give. So we're gonna pull down from this line down. Okay, go ahead and just heat the whole thing up. Let's do that wiggle thing as we pull down. Make sure it's straight. Let's heat it up and pull this side down. So focus this area, and I'll do the pulling.
That's what it sounded like in your bathroom earlier.
I'm proud of Randall right here. Let's see, when you open the hatch, and you got a nice straight line, so when you open it you don't even notice, because this line can be jagged and then it looks like someone wrapped it, but when you open it like this you don't even notice the difference. All right, so day one.
Got a lot of it done. Could do the other side in a day.
Are you thinking about wrapping other things yet?
Nope.
Still not there yet?
Not there yet. You ripping a chainsaw right now?
This thing's looking awesome. I love the pearl and the white.
I know, it looks good.
It makes it look so much nicer. Yeah, we're definitely getting the hang of it.
Alright, y'all, starting a new LLC.
Time to start another business, not. That is crazy how it eats that up. We're deep in the process. I'm gonna tell you what goes through my head as a slightly above beginner. Using this panel prep, the Superior Image product, we have these on Mazdaspeed now, but this just gets the surface wet. So when we slide our felt squeegee, it doesn't scratch the surface. I've never done this before. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody wet it. For whatever reason, these squeegees I ordered, I just didn't like how it was putting little scratches in it. So we soak it in that. That's something you probably don't need to do if you have like a softer squeegee. And even your knife. Now these knives, 30-degree angle blade. Links in the description to stuff we use, but what you do is you get one sticking out like so, then you pull the silver piece off the end, then you stick that little crack on top, and then you break it off, and now you have a fresh edge on your blade. Now if you go like this and you cut through vinyl a bunch of times, it's gonna get dull, and then when you're cutting it's gonna be ripply. You don't want that. You want it to be sharp. The other thing, when you're pressing on an edge, you can use one of your other fingers to hold, like your outside fingers, to kind of hold a straight line. That's another tip. All right, but we're on the panel. We laid our piece down pretty loosely, and the first thing I did was I tacked my body line. I don't like how that's laying down. Okay, so that's okay. So now what I'm gonna do, come over here, and I'm gonna try and glass it out a little bit. Logan, who's helped us in the past, showed me this tool right here. This is a Rolly Pro. It's a little soft wheel. Amazon link in the description, of course. This is good for like rounded parts. So the door goes up like this. Now what you don't want to do, you don't want to start here and try and go back here, start here then go over here. You want to push the air out, you know, as you go. Probably don't need to hold the vinyl with my left hand. It'll probably just go. So I'm picking my line, I'm working up, and then we'll work down, but I'm gonna stay above that body line right now. Now, I'm seeing some stuff I don't like right here, so I am gonna rely on it stretching a little bit. I'm gonna use my glove hand and just work this up. I'm a noob, remember? I'm a noob that can get the job done for the most part. I don't trust myself with this Rolly Pro yet, so that's why I'm holding the vinyl with my left hand. All right, we're getting some tension. So I'm gonna pull back a little bit, relax the film. And now we have the whole top piece of our door with no air. Come by with my glove. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run one finger along this edge just to tack this, seal the deal. Okay, my top is pretty much done. All right, this is where I stop using my Rolly Pro because it's not a tranny. It's not like a curved part. Logan's probably laughing at me. Now this is where I get a little bit of my own flavor. So I didn't like what I was seeing. So I'm gonna go ahead and glass it out, pull the bottom down. Now this is workable. Get this wet, don't want no scratches. Now I'm gonna work side to side, keep my squeegee at an angle, and get all that air out. If you hear those noises, that means you got air locked in there. I've got the door glassed out. I got the top, I got the side, and then there's one more curve down at the bottom right here. Now this corner right here, there's some tension there. I'm gonna leave that tension there. I want everything else relaxed. I got it tucked underneath. Okay, we're good to go. I'm gonna start cutting. And then when I get to down here, I'm gonna leave me some extra space and then cut more of it off later. So I'm gonna take my blade, I'm gonna get a fresh edge. So when you're a new guy, without cutting the vinyl on this panel, because we already laid that, I'm gonna lightly cut on this edge and try and maintain as straight of a line as I can all the way around the perimeter, and then I can fold that big edge over. Now if I was professional, you can probably hang out closer to this edge when you have a steady hand, and then you have less to wrap around the inside of the door and you'll have a cleaner line. I'm gonna take the method of leaving a lot, and then if I want to, I can open the door up, look from the inside where it folded over, and then cut all the excess off. That's a much safer route. So I'm in the back corner of the door. What do I do when I have this corner I need to get into, but there's tension right here? So I'm gonna go ahead and lift up on the vinyl, pull it back from getting hung up on anything, and then now I can work it in by hand and keep the film relaxed and just let it press in there and get it as close as you can, and then when we cut it, we'll really get up close on it. And now this corner is perfectly along the door. It's always gonna be a little messy here, but don't stress. No explanation needed. Open the doors, went in all the cracks, got everything smooth, you'll get it. And then hop in the door handle, heat it up like what Randall's doing. He's leaving himself some air pockets, and we'll watch him push this out. Randall's feeling antsy. He wants to get after it on a mirror. So we're gonna see how this goes. I don't even know how it's going. I've never done a mirror myself. Actually, I have, but it looked like crap. The rest of them I didn't. I think we're there. All right, this is a big one to cut. You better get your steady hand out.
Oh yeah.
I learned to wrap from two professionals. One is Mike at Cactus Wraps in Scottsdale. The other is Logan at Street League Wraps. Two homies, appreciate them both. They kind of showed me the ways and have made me confident enough to get this far and then show Randall along the way. The one thing that I wasn't confident with though is this knifeless tape, which Randall and I are getting comfortable with finally, doing some testing, and Randall's doing the first little part of this bumper solo. He just watched me kind of figure this out. It took 2 test runs, but we got it, and then I gotta come through and trim this piece right here. But we got a nice clean line on the outside because this bumper is gonna be 3 or 4 pieces of vinyl, which can get a little bit hectic, and it's really only possible with the knifeless tape. Make sure you watch some other videos on knifeless tape so you can kind of understand it better. I'm not gonna say we're confident enough to show you guys and teach you step by step, maybe one day, but we had some other YouTube videos that were super helpful.
What's it called?
Rock Classics. You heard me. We're throwing on the music. We're gonna get the time lapse out. We've got our knifeless tape. This is my first ever attempt at a rear bumper. Not solo, I got Randall, but we both have never really done this by ourselves, so wish us luck.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Dang, it looks like we know what we're doing. Sheesh.
Lane.
You can get truck nuts that go on the scaff on the back.
No, they have a whole bunch of stuff. It keeps popping up on my Facebook, and I keep buying it.
Apparently Randall has something coming for his Crocs, so look out for that. But just got this rear bumper laced out. Really happy with our work. Randall's getting the taillights put in, and then we can take a look at it from the back, which is my favorite angle on this car. Justin and Parker are here. It's a good day. So if you guys want to know the reality of what Randall's skills are, I'm gonna put him in the hot seat right now. This is like one of the hardest things to do. You can see that. Then you come to intermediate, a little bit better. On this side, I kind of messed up that top corner. But if you're doing this, don't panic, because we're gonna come in here and put a little patch, and it'll look like it never happened. But then when you step back a couple feet, it don't even matter.
So the trick to get this puppy in, there's a little lip right here. So what you want, if you just stick it in like that, you'll see a gap right here. You want to slide it over just a smidge. It'll like start like that.
Explain yourself.
We're just putting some new double-sided tape on the Mazda badge. I'm gonna go ahead and slap it on.
These cars aren't super hard to come by yet, but they're getting harder to come by, and things like new badges are a little bit hard to come by. Luckily, there's one eBay seller that had them.
Looks perfect.
Oh, sweet. I was really concerned they'd be bad quality. It looks good. We'll have to place the 3 ourselves. Those arrived in the mail at the perfect time, and Randall just got on the new badge. This car is looking brand new. It's really exciting.
We got 2 tries.
Yeah, we got 2 tries. Yep. We're saving the second one for when I buy myself one of these. Manifesting it.
You gonna blow out the wheel again? She's new.
Level.
I could see the old 3 where it was.
Oh, it was bigger?
There's heat, like, so much. Like, look at this angle.
I want to see what the size looks like, because if it looks whack, I don't think so. I don't think we ever really have an option. Oh, I like that. The one we have is a little bit different, dude. Look how different that 3 is.
Yeah,
so the bottom of the 3 does line up with the D then.
Okay.
Dude, does that look off? We're debating if we should just leave the Mazdaspeed with no 3.
I think it looks good.
My purest brain is like malfunctioning, but we might not have a choice because you can't even get the original one. Personally, for the side skirts, I like to come in here and put some inlays right here. Just do a nice line, then I don't have to wrap as much over and stress the film out. Side skirts are a game of kind of keeping the film relaxed and just making it do what it do. And I'm pretty hyped on how this is gonna look. Welcome to the finale of wrapping the Mazdaspeed3. It's far beyond what I can do. I gave up. That's why Logan's here. You guys recognize him from the past couple of videos. Logan, I want to learn from you exactly how to do this bumper. I'm going to pay attention better. I know what to pay attention to, but I want you to shred me alive with these inlays. Was that a good idea, bad idea?
Well, it might shred me alive too. This is a pretty round bumper. We're gonna make it work for sure.
So the rounder makes it more difficult to you.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of places where we could throw inlays in here. Probably pull these inlays. And just we'll probably redo them. Once we go about that, then it's just a matter of bulking the bumper, and then after that, we're chilling.
So you start in the deepest part first.
Yeah, I try to. And then I'm gonna cut this, give myself a relief right there, and I'm gonna maneuver it this way. Because this is kind of an awkward piece. It's gonna wanna go in a lot of different directions.
Are you planning on doing another one here?
Yeah, no, this will fall in with the bulk piece.
Oh, okay. See, I was thinking I was gonna have to do one here when I did it myself when I was going to, and that's when I started to panic. I was like, I really don't know.
Yeah, we have enough room to play with here that we could cut this back a little bit right here on the bulk piece, and this will lay in pretty nicely without very much tension.
you have it, folks. Some inlays by a professional. This bumper is not a good one to wrap based off its condition and shape, but Logan made it really easy for me.
Try to, yeah.
What do I need to do now?
So we've got some inlays in here for you. I'm gonna run you through how to go about the vinyl stretching and running it into those inlays. But this bumper is just like super round. A lot of the body lines just don't make sense as far as like inlays go. It's just like not an ideal bumper, but we're gonna make it work.
Logan, thank you. See you later.
Appreciate it, bro.
She's alright.
That's pretty good. You want to throw the lights in? Where got the headlights? Shout out to Randall for a brand new set of clips. This dude hasn't missed one. You get that off Amazon?
Yep.
We'll add that to our list. You guys want to purchase a kit?
Money. Dialed. Still got one more piece.
We got that big black strip on the side skirt.
Looks like we know what we're doing.
I know. It's like it's a new car. It's 1:23 a.m. February 28th, Sunday night. The wrap is done. Just finished the last piece. Before we take a good look at it, I'm so impressed with Randall. I appreciate him. I'm so thankful to work alongside someone who's wanting to learn new skills and be good at it. On my end, we're going to be definitely ready to go into the next car if it's more technical. Feel better about my corners. Awesome. Only way to learn is through doing it. Sometimes you got to botch a couple things, redo it, but you'll walk away stoked. Like, I feel so accomplished right now. I'm really hyped. Thank you to Logan, Street League Wraps. I'm going to leave him in the description, his information. If you guys need a wrap in the Valley, in the Phoenix area, hit him up if you don't feel like trying it yourself. If you guys want to order vinyl, I have a link to Fellers. You can hit them up, create an account, and order vinyl through them, and order an entire roll, 25 yards, for your car. Matt's been helping me edit, and so is Justin, but Matt is working on this video. Matt, can you throw in a clip really quick for the boys of the car when it's black, and just let that soak in for a solid second, and then let's bounce to the new white color. And let me tell you, this car looks so good in white compared to black, in my opinion. Process and you like the before and afters, you can't miss out on the small stuff right here. There's a video of us swapping out the blower motor for the air conditioning. One of the most difficult installs and uncomfortable, in my opinion, on this platform. So go learn about it, go educate yourself on it, go through the process with us. I think it's something you'll find value in, so that when you go out and look for one of these cars, you're thinking about something similar, you know what you're getting into before you buy it, because I did not expect it to be that much of a nightmare, and I kind of wish I would have known before I got into it.